Once all underground connections are made, you are ready to place the riser on top of the sump base. Thoroughly clean the sump base border and apply a continuous bead of sealant kit around the perimeter outside of the bolt holes. Apply the gasket on top of the sealant, curved side down, and put the bolts in place, pointing upwards from the inside of the sump. Use the smaller of the two washers on the lower sump side. The holes in the gasket are slightly smaller than the bolts, which keeps them in place. Apply joint sealant on top of the gasket at the outside of the bolts. You can now place the riser on top of the sump base. With two persons slightly holding up the riser, align all bolts one by one until the riser is fully seated. Then put on the large washers and the nuts onto each bolt. Tighten down the bolts in a star pattern to obtain an equal tightening force all around. The riser height is adjustable by cutting off the redundant part from the top. Depending on the riser model, make the cut just below the rib or in the middle of the rib. Now the pit can be filled to ground level and the forecourt and green areas can be constructed.